The Israel-Palestine conflict is one of the most enduring conflicts in the world. It is rooted in competing claims to the same land, with both Israelis and Palestinians believing they have a right to it. For Jews, the land holds ancient religious significance, while Palestinians see it as their ancestral home. The conflict escalated in the 20th century with the rise of Zionism and increased Jewish immigration. In 1947, the UN proposed a partition plan accepted by Jewish leaders but rejected by Arab leaders. In 1948, Israel declared independence, leading to war and the displacement of hundreds of thousands of Palestinians, known as the Nakba. The war solidified the division of the land, leaving lasting resentment and anger on both sides. The conflict has continued ever since, marked by periods of war, uprisings, and failed peace attempts. At the heart of the Israel-Palestine conflict lie several core issues. One of the most contentious is the control of Jerusalem, claimed by both Israelis and Palestinians as their capital. For Jews, Jerusalem is their holiest city, while for Muslims it is home to the Al-Aqsa Mosque. The issue of settlements adds complexity, with Israel building in the West Bank and East Jerusalem since 1967. Palestinians view these settlements as illegal and a major obstacle to peace. Another major point of contention is the fate of Palestinian refugees displaced during the 1948 war. Palestinians demand a right of return, which Israel rejects, arguing it would threaten the Jewish character of the state. Security remains paramount, with Israel maintaining control over the West Bank to prevent attacks, while Palestinians view this as oppressive. The year 2023 witnessed a dangerous escalation of the Israel-Palestine conflict. Tensions were high due to ongoing issues of settlements, Jerusalem, and stalled peace negotiations. In April 2023, clashes erupted between Israeli police and Palestinian protesters at the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound. Hamas responded by launching rockets into Israel, leading to Israeli airstrikes on Gaza. The fighting escalated into a full-blown conflict, with civilians bearing the brunt of the casualties. The 2023 conflict had a catastrophic humanitarian impact, exacerbating Gaza's already dire situation. Hospitals, schools, and homes were destroyed, leaving thousands displaced and desperate. The violence took a heavy psychological toll, especially on children, deepening the cycle of hatred and mistrust. Despite international calls for a ceasefire, the underlying issues of the Israel-Palestine conflict remain unresolved. One major obstacle is the lack of trust between the two sides, created by decades of violence and broken promises. The role of external actors complicates the conflict, with countries like the US, Iran, and Saudi Arabia having their interests in the region. Internal divisions within both Israeli and Palestinian societies also hinder peace efforts. On the Israeli side, there is a divide between supporters of a two-state solution and those advocating for annexation of the West Bank. On the Palestinian side, the rivalry between Fatah and Hamas undermines a unified approach to negotiations. Despite these challenges, there are individuals on both sides committed to peace, and the international community continues to push for a two-state solution. A lasting solution will require courageous leadership, compromise, and a fundamental shift in how both sides view each other.